So recently I was doing some late night scrolling through TikTok, as I always do. And I stumbled across this overly engineered pen from Japan, and it is so cool because as you write with it, it automatically rotates the lead, so it's basically constantly sharpening itself and it helps you write more evenly. And so of course, I bought it. I want to see what all the fuss is about. I want to try it out. And let me tell you guys, this one singular pencil led me down an entire rabbit hole of Japanese art supplies and stationery. And I was so shocked by what I saw and like how futuristic it was that I had to make a whole video on it because it's just so interesting. It's so new. It's stuff that I didn't even know existed, this kind of a technology. So if you want to see what the future of art supplies looks like, let's get started. Alright, so first up will be the pencil that I just talked about, which is the rotating Kuruto Toga pencil. And I'm gonna compare it to just a regular, everyday mechanical pencil. Oh my god, so I just opened this pencil about 2 seconds ago, and it's already looking like something out of a Transformers movie. Alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and draw a million straight lines and see if the sharpness stays consistent. The little mechanism, that is so fun! Do you guys see the little mechanism as I'm using it? Spin? Oh my gosh. And I'm also gonna compare it to just like a regular, boring American pencil. Oh, that is so strange. Ah, that is so weird.
Oh my god.
For the first time in my life,
I literally have nothing to say.
because this pen writes so consistent, not only are the lines the exact same width, but also the lines are a lot straighter. And that was something I was not expecting to happen because I have terrible, terrible handwriting. And if you look really closely, you can see how one side has a steep edge while the other side is still perfectly even. And I guess I just never thought about that because now that the pen is slightly curved, as you put the pressure, it's just gonna naturally slide and make weird angles. Wow, that is so cool. And this is barely the first one. And this is already a 10 out of 10. So next up we have crayons, but not like regular boring American crayons. What you're about to see is nothing of the sort. You see, the following Japanese crayons that I'm about to show you, they are completely different than any other crayon that I've ever seen because they're clear. Oh my gosh. This looks like a candy. I want to eat this
So bad right now.
This is by the brand Kukuyo. It comes with 5 colors. Did I say that right? Hold on, let me make sure I said that right. I'm having doubts that I said that right. This is by the brand Kukuyo. The first benefit of having transparent crayons is apparently they're extremely blendable. And I've always said in general crayons are kind of hard to blend. So if this is a crayon that's really easy to blend, it'll be a miracle. All right, so first up, I'm gonna get the green, just kind of work it out. And it's already a lot smoother than a regular crayon. Okay, and now I'm gonna get the yellow green and work that. Oh my God. It blended so good. I didn't even try to blend it. It just kind of mushed together. So yes, I would say they are extremely, extremely blendable. The second benefit to having transparent crayons is whenever you're drawing in a coloring book and you accidentally go over the lines, because the colors are transparent, it's not that big of a deal. You can still see the black lines perfectly good. So let's see if that's true. So just gonna draw normal, and I'm gonna draw directly over the black lines. Okay, so there's the first one, and to contrast that, to see if there really is a difference, I'm gonna use regular crayons. Yet again, the Japanese crayons are showing off. Because if you look at the bottom Crayola skull, you can definitely see buildup of the lines. But on the other hand, that is not the case with the blue Japanese crayons. So yes, it absolutely does stay transparent over black lines. And the very last benefit of having transparent crayons is apparently you can easily mix colors together because they're both transparent and you'll be able to see one directly on top of the other and apply some color theory. All right, so first up, I'm gonna do a layer of red. These crayons are so smooth. It honestly kind of reminds me of like lipstick on a page. It's crazy. Okay, so there's the red. Now for the blue, and this should turn purple. Oh my God. That blended perfectly. And just to give you guys some context on how easy that is to blend, here is what the blue looks like by itself, and here is what the red looks like by itself. Like these crayons truly blended like that. And now that I've seen what's possible with these Japanese crayons, like how am I supposed to go back? How am I supposed to go back? But yeah, seriously, these are really cool. 10 out of 10. Next step, we have an art supply that really puts it into perspective that we're behind. What's inside this little bag? It's pure magic. Okay, so to start this off, you know that any single time you use a pencil or draw with a pencil, it's really annoying to erase because the pencil shavings go everywhere. But Japan said, not today, honey. Okay, before I show you this, I really need to calm down because I will be squeaking, I will be squealing, I will be freaking out this whole segment, and I promised myself I wouldn't do that anymore. Okay, once I show you this, your life is gonna be changed forever. This little guy is a specialty designed desk cleaner, and it's designed to pick up all the eraser shavings. And it is so freaking cute, I could cry. Oh my god, look at him go, that is so cute. So I'm gonna draw, then I'm gonna erase, put the pencil shavings, and watch him go. Boom, picked it right up. It's completely clean now. And if you look really closely, you can see all the little shavings inside of the car, but that's okay, Japan thought of everything because with this little car, you can easily dump it out. Like, how fun is that? I think this little guy is so cute. He would be such a fun little gift, and I can't rank him 1 out of 10 because he is literally my new baby. I'm adopting him, and he's so cute. Next up, this one goes out to my watercolor artists and crafters out there. On first glance, I'm sure it looks like a regular, ordinary pen, but of course, this is Japan, baby. Okay, we're not talking about no regular pens here. This, my friends, is a glue pen, and this pen takes precision to the next level. Okay, yeah, it works. They're sticking on. The glue is effective. And I know at this point, you're probably thinking to yourselves like, Ray, this is an art channel. Like, why are you showing us glue? But I have a reason for that. This pen is not only a glue, but it also works as a watercolor masking fluid. All right, so I'm just gonna do like a little hello and let it dry. And now I have my watercolor. And in theory, this should repel the paint. Okay, so it does work, but it is so creepy because like the O is kind of cut off and it looks like just the word hell. But it's kind of difficult to use. It doesn't come out very easily. It did scrape up my paper a little bit and it's not removable. So if you do use this as masking fluid for watercolor, you're not going to be able to put watercolor on top because it is resistant. It's a cool idea and maybe under better circumstances it would work better, but I'm going to rate this a 5 out of 10. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little disappointed in that one. I thought it was gonna work a little bit better, but I have a lot of faith for this next one because even though it's a new product and it only came out a few years ago, it already has a massive following. These babies are the Uniball Matte Hop gel pens. These gel pens are probably unlike anything else that you've ever encountered in your life. All right, so let's check these bad boys out. Oh, look at the packaging. They like come in a little box, how fun. Ooh, look at all these colors. They're all extremely pigmented and vibrant. I like it. So the very first claim is that these are extremely pigmented, like to a crazy degree, and that they dry extremely matte. Wow, these are immensely pigmented. Pretty much every single swatch that you're seeing here was done with one single swipe. And just like they promised, these dried completely matte. So yes, the very first claim is a 100% yes from me. Now the second claim that I've seen is that these pens will show up on any shade of paper. So I have both shades here and let's see if that's really true. Oh wow. As it's drying down on the black paper, it's like really showing up. Even the really dark blue color is showing up. What is this wizardry? Okay, the only way I can show you this is through a time lapse. So at first, as you can see, it looks like nothing. It looks like just a regular pen. But then as it dries, it gets brighter and brighter and brighter to like a crazy degree. And then look at it when it's fully dry. Like, look at that. It looks like a highlighter, but it's on black paper. It's nuts. So yes, 1,000,000,000% they deliver on the second claim, which is that they can show up on any shade. But I don't want to get too excited just yet because there is still one more claim. Apparently these can draw on little post-it. That's not a post-it. Why did I call it a post-it? What? Photographs. So I'm gonna sacrifice this photo of my Princess Bowie. If you have been here for a while, you know that she's my dog. She is 10 years old, and about 3 years ago, I got another dog named Chia. She's the latest addition to the family. And for the people who have been here literally since day one, my mom's dog Izzy is still alive, and she's currently staying with me for a little bit. So yeah, those are my little puppies. I love them so much. But anyway, let's get back to business. All right, so I think I'm gonna draw a party hat on her head. Oh wow, this is working perfectly. Wow, this isn't even a test. This is just like demonstrating how well these pens work. And to give you guys context, here is an American gel pen that I have. And even though this one can go on, it literally just wipes right off. Okay. There's actually been a major update. Now that the pens have literally completely dried, they are even more vibrant than what I just showed you guys. The color is so vibrant, it's almost like popping off the photograph. I knew they said they were pigmented, but I was not expecting to be this pigmented. You know what I mean? Wow. Next up, we have an art supply that is, again, one of those things that makes me wonder why we don't have one of these here in America. And I'm not kidding you guys, this is so cool. Allow me to introduce you to the Nini Pie pen. Or is it Nini P? I think it's Nini P because Caterpie is also Japanese and it's pronounced Caterpie, not Caterpie. This pen is so cool because it's basically a 2-in-1. It's a highlighter as well as a pen. So normally, whenever you have a pen and a highlighter, you have to write everything down first with the pen, put it down, let it dry, and then get your highlighter and go over that. And honestly, to me, that seems pretty normal, but to Japan, they said, that's too slow for us, that's too many steps, we need to boost up the productivity. So they invented this guy, and let me show you how it works. So on one side, you write with it just like you normally would, okay? And then when you're ready to highlight something, you just rotate it around. You highlight, and then boom, just like that, you're done. And you're ready to jump right back into writing again. This does come in a bunch of different colors. I only got the 3-pack, which comes in pink, yellow, and gray. And I know that this technically isn't an art supply, but I just wanted to do an honorable mention for it because it's just so cool. And this brings us to the grand finale. As always, I saved the absolute best for last. So at this point, I'm sure you guys have seen the viral watercolor palettes. They're pretty cool, you can take them apart, they're really tiny, and I've seen a lot of really cool videos using those. But Japan took one look at that and said, oh, you have a travel watercolor that has all kinds of little components to it. That's so cute. But let me show you a real watercolor palette. This is a travel watercolor palette by the brand Kuruto Toga, who I personally really love. And let me show you all the magic that comes with this bad boy. All right, so the very first thing is that this has a little tank that's made to hold your water. It's like the perfect size. It holds a decent amount of water and it fits in the container perfectly. The next thing it comes with is a special size watercolor travel brush, and directly under that specialized watercolor brush is a pencil. Like, look how tiny it is compared to a regular pen. It is so tiny. But again, it's perfect for travel watercolor. And when you're making artwork, you're probably using the brush and the pencil at the exact same time. So this watercolor palette has special components to hold your palette. And now for the actual watercolor. It comes with 12 colors. It has an insanely good variety. But if there's a color that you don't like or you don't want to use in this palette, it's completely removable. And the colors are completely removable.
And every Kuruto Toga product I've ever tried, I absolutely love, and their watercolor is no different. It's super pigmented. I love the formula. It's easy to work with. It's super vibrant, and as you're about to see, the drawing portion of this video, most of it was done with the Kuruto Toga watercolor. So not only is the case good, but the actual color itself is really nice too. I don't know why I'm whispering. Okay, bye.
We also have a watercolor mixing palette above that is sectioned off so you can use multiple different colors without muddying them up. We have the reservoir for the water and brush cleaning. And if all that was not impressive enough, it also comes with a designated keyhole. So you can do all of this one-handed. I mean, wow. Wow. All right, so now for the art section. Here are all the art supplies that I'm gonna be working with today. I'm really excited because literally every single thing I tried out is an absolute banger, except for the glue pen. That one is a little bit sketchy for me, but everything else was just an absolute banger. And I just know that the artwork is gonna come out so well. Hello, hi, I'm back. And I just finished the drawing and I think it came out pretty well considering I used every single thing in this video. And usually with these videos, I always tell you like what specifically was good and what was bad, but quite honestly, everything was good except for the glue pen. Again, that was really sketchy and I'm not a fan of that. If I had to pick my favorite, I would pick the gel pens. I think they were the shining star of this entire video. And if you look really closely at my artwork, you can see just how vibrant those pens are, that they're more vibrant than the actual watercolor itself. So anyway guys, there you go. That was Japan's art supplies and stationery. Thank you guys so much again for watching. Happy drawing. I will link everything down below and I will see you guys next video. Bye.